Hello, Numa2 here, and welcome back to the ever-growing world of my Digimon headcanons and what-ifs. My office is a bit messy, so please bear with me. We just went grocery shopping, so I'm literally in the middle of refilling the fridge, and I was like, I need to record. It's a whole thing. So anyways, today's video will be another dive into the universe of Power Rangers. That's right, we are turning in our power coins for mighty Zeo crystals. What if the Zeo Rangers got their very own Digimon partners? Some notes and ground rules first though. I will be covering all of the team members that were considered Zeo Rangers. I am planning for this to be an overarching series, so Turbo and Onward are still planned as well. Yes, I did skip the Alien Ranger team, mainly because I forgot about it. Like, truly, I missed it as a kid, so I have no real attachment to it, which did result in me completely forgetting they existed. But if enough people decide they want it, I'll do a video for it. It's going to be a weirder one, because I think I would have to make them all aquatic themed, because they are aquatic. Whatever, we'll get into that if we decide to do that. But this, another reminder, this is a video of my opinions. I understand that you aren't all going to agree with me or each other, so let's all just try and be nice and civil in the comments. This is not a video about the actors playing these characters. Any real-life problems or tragedies are not going to be discussed in this video. This is meant to just be a pure fluff piece on Digimon and Power Rangers. Nothing more. I am continuing to try my hand at creating special moves for each of the recolors, so we'll see how that goes. Lastly, this is not a crest video. I'll be doing adventure-era lines without designing and assigning crests, as there are plenty of other things I have to contend with here. Other thing I wanted to say, thank you guys so much for your support on the last video. My last video, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers one, actually is the highest viewed and commented video on my channel from at least my modern stuff. The stuff from beforehand, like the Animal Crossing video from when I was like 11 or 12 or whatever. I don't count that because that's not my modern viewership. But either way, I really appreciate you guys showing up and commenting, and I'm really excited to get to do this. So let's recap what happened at the end of my Mighty Morphin Power Rangers timeline. After a disastrous battle, the Rangers lost their powers and the command center was destroyed, severing their connection to the Morphin Grid. However, they were able to discover the Zeo crystals and harness their powers to become the Power Rangers Zeo. With new powers comes new morphers, so say hello to the fancy new Zeonizers. These are one of my all-time favorite morphers of all time, obviously because I already said all time, but they will be tweaked a little bit to fit our video. More on that in a moment, but on to the meat of this video. Let's take a gander at our boy Tommy. Tommy was our fearless leader, a bad boy turned good, and the knight in shining white armor. But when they lost their powers, their old Digivices were rendered useless. So now, White Ranger Tommy is no more. With the Zeo Crystal's power in hand, Tommy is gifted his new Red Zeo Digimorpher. That's right, our first color change of the video is our team leader. I also wanted their Digivices to represent the change to wrist morphers this season, so I think this is from the original manga? Sound off in the comments. Is it manga or manga? Is that like a debate? I don't know. Anyways, I really love these Digivices though, like a lot, and I love wrist morphers, so it works. I wanted it to kind of go hand in hand with that. So anyways, with the power of this morpher, he can now become This new power is all fine and dandy, but what of his partner, Haildramon? Well, the final battle left Haildramon weak and injured, so much so that he was forced back down to baby form, which we know to be Babydramon. Cute little guy, but nowhere near strong enough to take on the mighty machine empire. Can Tommy's newfound power bring his partner from the brink? Let's find out, as Babydramon digivolves to Zeomon. Okay, so the name may be obvious and lame-ish, but it has a major purpose we will see soon. I wanted to reference his ties to Dracomon with his original partner, being a recolor of Dracomon's ex-antibody in my Mighty Morphin Power Rangers video. Anyways, Zeomon will be more than capable to take on some nasty henchmen when he uses his special attack, Zeo Beam, to fire a red-hot beam of energy from his mouth. Zeomon will next digivolve to Zeo Greymon. Okay, fine. This is why I named him Zeomon. Replacing Geo with Zeo is ingenious, and you can't tell me otherwise. Anyways, this Geogreymon recolor possesses the powerful Zeo Blast attack, which sees him expel an even more powerful form of the Zeo Beam from his mouth. Now, our next pick was one I struggled with because I wanted something different, so not everyone's gonna love it, but I have Zeogreymon Digivolving to Dorbikmon. This menacing dragon man is a perfect combination of cool and confident with an even amount of darkness thrown in to reference Tommy's past. We don't forget, we learn from it. Dorbikmon will digivolve once more to become Magna Kidmon. Frankly, I just love this dude, and we don't see him very often. I also wanted to ditch the Zord requirement as it really limits my options and makes things way too complicated in a series that I already complicate enough. But anyways, Tommy's new powers will see Babydramon digivolving first to Zeomon, then Zeogreymon, then Dorbikmon, and lastly, Magna Kidmon. Now, on to one of my OG TV crushes. Adam was our quiet but talented Black Ranger. But when his Digivice was destroyed in the final conflict, he lost his powers briefly. However, the power of the Zeo Crystals gifted him the green Zeo Digimorpher. Yet another color change for the team, this time from black to green. This fancy new wrist morpher allows Adam to finally become
Zeo Ranger 4, green!
Now, let's discuss his aquatic partner, Tadpolemon. Alongside the others, the final conflict results in Tadpolemon de-digivolving to Floatmon. This recolor of Pokemon was named such because originally Pokemon was named to quote-unquote resemble the sound of floating. So, yeah, Floatmon. Floatmon will use the new powers granted by the green Zeo Crystal to digivolve to Kamemon. I wanted to maintain the aquatic theme for Adam, and this rookie is just so damn cute. We're going to be following a pre-established line this time, so no recolors will be needed as Kamemon digivolves to Gawapamon. This is the start of an Evo line a lot of you will probably recognize, but honestly, it's not used enough, and I love it. I actually really love this line. From here, Gawapamon will digivolve to his ultimate form, Shawujinmon. Not only is this a solid ultimate choice for this line, but I always felt Shawujinmon gave off martial artist vibes, so we can say this references Adam being such a skilled fighter. But maybe that's a stretch. Anyways, he will digivolve one last time to Jumbo Gamemon. Gamemon? Gamemon. Gamemon. No. No surprise where this one ended, but I honestly really love this big-ass turtle. And if anyone wanted at least one Zord-like pick, this could be one. So this time around, Adam's partner will be reverted back to a Floatmon, then digivolve to Kamemon, then Guapamon, then Shawujinmon, and lastly Jumbo Gamemon. Such a good standard line. Ain't nowhere near done yet, though. Rocky took over as the Red Ranger when the team needed him most, but what happened when he lost his powers? Well, we know their final battle left their D3s cooked and their partners weakened, but with the Zeo Crystal's power in hand, Rocky is gifted his new Blue Zeo Digimorpher. What's that? Billy isn't the Blue Ranger, you say? Well, more on that to come. But Rocky will be yet another color swap for today. With his Blue Digimorpher in hand, Rocky will be able to morph to
Zeo Ranger 3, blue!
Mon is looking a little too powerful and a little too red though. So let's knock him back down to Berrymon. This baby is a third take on Gummy and Chocomon. I wanted a two-horn variant for the original twin Digimon, making them a triplet. I also stuck with a fruit so that we could keep the sweets theme in naming. I'm actually so excited for this line, so let's dive on in. Berrymon will achieve his new rookie form when he digivolves to Jerboamon. Another semi-original rookie design. Jerboamon continues the triplet theme, but as Terriermon is a dog and Lotmon is a bunny, Jerboamon will be a long-eared Jerboa, super cute rodent, adding a third long-eared animal to this adorable trifecta. Watch out for its rodent ride attack where a swarm of small mice are unleashed to overwhelm the opponent. From here, we are returning to our usual recoloring roots. Jerboamon will digivolve to Dipodimon. This blue recolor of Lekismon is named after the rodent family in which the jerboa belongs. Like our others, I wanted to keep the "could this still be a rabbit" theme going. Dipodimon's lunar fist is sure to knock the enemy's socks off as it pummels them with magically charged punches. Dipodimon will digivolve to its ultimate form, becoming Lunarimon. This recolor of Cressamon is continuing to allow me to bring one of my fave Digimon lines into the forefront. Their special attack, Moon Magic Mayhem, will see them enchanting their blades with lunar magic before slashing at their enemies. Lunarimon will take one more step as it digivolves to Harvestamon. This Dianamon recolor was named to both reference the Harvest Moon and her sickle-like weapons. Speaking of which, her special attack is summoning all the power of the moon to blast her enemies away in a move simply called Harvest Moon. In one of my favorite lines I've ever done so far, Rocky's newly babified Berrymon, will digivolve first to Jerboamon, then Dipodimon, then Lunarimon, and finally ending the line in Harvestamon. I love it, okay? But now, let's get complicated. We last left the team having Aisha as our Yellow Ranger and Billy as our Blue Ranger. But some things went down. When all hope was lost, Aisha went to Africa to seek out the yellow Zeo crystal. While she was there though, Aisha decided to stay behind so that she could use her veterinary knowledge, she's a high schooler, but whatever, to help cure the aggressive wildlife. While making this decision, she decides to let a girl she met there return to the team with the Zeo crystal. Though this new girl felt Billy should take the crystal to become the new Yellow Ranger, Billy felt he didn't earn it, as this girl and Aisha worked together to recover it. So, he asked her to take on the power of the Zeo crystal so he could focus on rebuilding the command center's tech and work as an advisor to the Rangers. Who is this new girl shaking up the team? Who is this fabulous girly that everyone just loves? That would be one Miss Tanya Sloan. Oh, when I tell you I love Tanya, I mean it. Is her backstory ridiculous? Yeah, it's bonkers. Does it leave a metric ton of plot holes that are never really explained and would honestly still make zero sense even if they were? Yeah, but who cares? This certified baddie and girl's girl is one of the best things to happen to Power Rangers, and I will go on record saying that. Also, this is like my favorite outfit of hers in the show. But anyways. Actually, could I pull off that outfit? I might. Anyways, harnessing the power of the yellow Zeo crystal, she is granted the use of the yellow Zeo Digimorpher. This will, of course, allow her to take her rightful place as
Zeo Ranger 2 Yellow!
So, who is this kick-ass ranger partnered with? Well, I'm gonna do some possibly controversial picks, so please, 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 just let me do what I'm gonna do. In her search for the Zeo Crystal with Aisha, I imagine Tanya would come across an injured Digimon in our world, who she takes on and protects during their journey. This Mon, who will eventually become her partner, is Flickmon. Okay, so I've gone on record stating that Atmon are cool as hell and should be integrated into the Digimon lore and used as such. If you don't like the baby form being an Atmon though, maybe look away, because there's a pattern for Tanya. Side note, because Atmon have their own unique power levels, I will not be following traditional Atmon levels and instead applying them to whatever Digimon power level fits my needs. Sorry. So yeah, Flickmon is here to stay, specifically the yellow variant. So where does it go from here though? During their first fight, Flickmon will feel the power of the Zeo Crystal and digivolve into its rookie form, Musemon. So yeah, Atmon, deal with it. Tanya, throughout her time on the show, is seen to be very musically inclined, even being offered a record deal while still in high school. I wanted to use that here, so I'm doing just that. Musemon will digivolve to Mikemon. This recolor of MCmon continues our musical theme, and our theme of ignoring power levels, to a perfect point. Their special attack, Banshee Blast, will see them screaming at supersonic levels to incapacitate their foes. Mikemon will digivolve again, this time to Popstarmon, another recolor, this time of the Atmon Beautymon. I mainly picked this because, well, it looks like she has a microphone. So yeah, that's my reasoning. Also, she looks cool as hell. Anyways, Popstarmon will digivolve once more, this time into Chantmon. This is a recolor of one of my new favorite mons, Warutamon. This witchy Atmon unleashes her special attack, Siren Song, where she slings lyrically impressive chants at her opponents, blasting them with various magics. Our newest addition to the team will be partnered with an adorable Flickmon who will Digivolve to Musamon, then Micmon, next to Popstarmon, and lastly into Chantmon. If you don't like Atmon, this is not the line for you, but I love it. Kat may have come in late to the game, but she makes up for it tenfold in Zeo. I really like her character this time around, and so I'm excited to take a look at another new line for her. Again, her D3 is no longer operational as of the start of our Zeomon universe. So this time around, we have got a new form for her as she uses the pink Zeo Digimorpher. That's right, Kat is the only ranger who is not slotted into a new color this season. She will, of course, use this new morpher to become
Zeo Ranger 1, pink!
As we already know, Chiquitamon will not get to remain in her rookie form, so meet Chirpmon. This recolor of Chichimon is just too cute. Now, I wasn't initially planning to stick with birds for her line, but birds are cool, guys, so deal with it. So, Chirpmon will Digivolve to Avimon. This recolor of Falcomon, the anime version that I wish was named something else, is the perfect pink partner for Kat. She ain't no slouch either. Her special move, Pink Point, sees her hurling pink kunai at the opponents. Avimon will reach champion level by eventually Digivolving to Kasasagimon. This time I recolored Shicheimon and named her after the Japanese word for magpie. Her Surging Screech attack, where she blasts lightning from her beak, is sure to shock the enemy. Kasasagimon will Digivolve to Corvidmon. I wanted to move away from the Shicheimon briefly, so we have recolored Yatagaramon, or Crowmon, depending on who you ask, to make a phenomenal pink ultimate level. Her special attack is activated when she shoots energy balls from the weapons on her wings in a technique called Electro Effect. Corvidmon will Digivolve one last time to Aviarimon. This recolor of Xiangpingmon is sure to light things up with her special attack Conductor Rod, where the spears on her wings are charged with the lightning from above and then launched at her enemies. Kat's Zeo line is as follows. Chirpmon will Digivolve to Avimon, then Kasasagimon, then Corvidmon, and then lastly Aviarimon. Pretty in pink, as always. Now, we actually do have one more suit to cover, but it takes a lot to do so. When we're first introduced to the Gold Ranger, we have no idea his identity. It's hinted at many possible individuals, but ultimately it ends up being Trey of Triforia. This was a character exactly 0 people expected to be the Gold Ranger, but these fine-ass triplets were actually the same person, lore-wise. So, does that mean they get a Digivice? I mean, why not? The three, of course, use the powers of the Gold Zeo Digimorpher to become Gold Ranger. Since Trey was a minor character and not with the team for long, he will not be getting a full line like the others, as he isn't the only Gold Ranger, but for now, let me introduce you to Gold Vmon. This Vmon recolor makes for a super easy intro to our next form. Gold Vmon will Digivolve to Gold Vidramon. I love the Vmon lines, to be honest, so I'm happy we could get a dedicated rookie for Gold Vidramon. He will only Digivolve once more, though, before they hand the power over. So, Gold Vidramon will Digivolve to Magnamon. A perfect combination of the rookie and champion levels, so I had to use it. So in his short time with the group, we will see Trey of Triforia's partner, Gold Vmon, Digivolve first to Gold Vidramon, and then lastly to Magnamon. The story does not end here, however. Trey must find a suitable person to transfer his powers to, lest they be lost forever. Who better to accept the powers, take over the mantle of the Gold Ranger, and join our team of heroes? Our Saturday morning wall of muscles himself, Jason. We last saw Jason leading the team as the original Red Ranger before leaving to join the Peace Corps. Since he was gone, though, he never lost his initial powers in that final conflict, though. But still, something's gotta change, right? God, look at those biceps. Jesus. Anyways, the Gold Ranger power merges with his original Digivice to create an all-new power source for him, no longer dependent on the Tyrannosaurus power coin. This allows him to call upon this power and become
Morphin time! Gold Ranger power!
Now, We all know and love Rexmon. Since he was not present in the final fight, he was never forced back down to baby form. This will allow us to do something interesting, where I will be combining the powers of the Red and Gold Rangers. So, Rexmon, with his newfound power, will digivolve to Flare Rexmon. This recolor of Flare Lizamon shows the fiery red power being contained and collected by the powers of the Gold Zeo Staff. His special attack sees him firing several flaming gold bullets from within his own fires called Zeo Buster. This is only the first step, however, as Flare Rexmon will digivolve to Burning Rexmon. This recolor of Burning Greymon is sure to heat things up with its special move Zeo Inferno, where it releases a flaming tornado at the target. Our ranger will use his power to level up his partner one more time though, as Burning Rexmon digivolves to Ancient Rexmon. This recolor of Ancient Greymon, cool and sleek, and just such a nice edit in my humble opinion. His special attack Zeo Detonation allows Ancient Rexmon to barrage the enemy with large explosions, taking down even the largest of foes. Jason will find that his partner has a new golden power, as Rexmon digivolves first to Flare Rexmon, then Burning Rexmon, and lastly to Ancient Rexmon. Ooh, these were fun. So there you have it, folks. This was our foray into Power Rangers Zeo and Digimon. I am planning to tackle Turbo next, so stay tuned, as that's going to be another complicated one because we got a power transfer like in Mighty Morphin. But yeah, as always, if you like my content or this video in particular, please subscribe, like, and or comment. Also feel free to check out my TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, and Twitter, which are all going to be linked below. Beneath that, you'll find a link invite to our Discord channel, so feel free to hop on in and join the 282. Thanks again, though, for watching, everybody, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye! So, I love these morphers, Andrew. I do. But, like, how was I supposed to, like, how, you know what I mean?